Facebook, old people things.
Wow, I can't believe you just said that. Oh, there. Oh, yeah. That's the angle, bro.
You a vlogger now?
I guess so. I mean, I'm hanging out with you, so I guess I have to be, right? Oh, oh no, I had it. Pause, YouTube. What's up, guys? Chris here. Go.
Go.
Is that good? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, yup. Look at that angle.
Like a talk show.
Good morning, America.
Good morning.
Good morning, Massachusetts.
Good morning, worldwide. We're not even America.
We
worldwide.
got coffee at our new least favorite coffee place, the Dunkin' Donuts on the highway in the Rotary. You can't even go inside.
Unless you want to sponsor me, then you're my favorite. You're my favorite if you sponsor me. I've never seen a just drive-through Dunkin' Donuts. It was just
a drive-through Dunkin' Donuts.
There was no door to go in.
Oh, who's FaceTiming? This isn't important. Oh, it's my grandmother.
Oh, answer.
This is gonna get wild. What's up, Graham?
How you doing, honey?
Good, what are you doing? You wanna say hi to the internet?
Hi, Internet. Hi, Internet. How you doing?
Is it true that when you go to the grocery store, people recognize you?
Yes. A couple times, somebody was behind me and they said, "Oh, are you okay, Graham?" And I said, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart.
All right, love you. Call you later.
Talk to you later.
Peace.
Love you, hon.
I bet you'd sell more clothes if she modeled.
Yeah.
Just because everyone loves it.
Everyone lives for her, bro.
Hey, OHKAY, what's good? I'm here with...
I'm Chris, and today we're gonna talk about how to run a brand and a company in high school and anywhere else that you might want to do it. Because a lot of people don't know, and that's things that most high school classes don't teach you. But guess what? That's what we're here for.
Class is in session. Class is in session.
Boom!
Sit
Here
down.
we go. Let's go. Listen to it. He makes vlogs. I have a brand, a million other things. And this is not us vlogging. It really isn't. We're gonna sit here, we're just gonna keep it A1, and we're just gonna
teach you.
Talk about life.
First, let's start with you. Who are you?
So my name's Chris, like OHKAY Chris, and 19, I go to school in Chicago now, but I grew up in the pretty little town Danvers.
1 hour later.
Alright, before we start the super long video, it's gonna be so long, we're gonna talk about a million things.
Yeah,
We already filmed this like an hour long, I'm sure you already know that. But I wrote this book, 60-page book, it's called a zine actually. And I basically talk about like everything I've learned in the past 2 years starting a brand. Like, it's kind of like a flip book. It's really cool. There's a new thought every single page. It's $15 online. We're like publishing it in a bunch of stores and stuff. But if you want to read it and have it as a cool coffee piece, you can buy it online. The link will be down in the bio. I don't really know how that goes. You just point down.
You just point down. It'll be there. It'll be there. It'll be there.
It'll be there. But yeah, so if you want the book, it's super sick. You can see it forever, and then you don't have to watch the whole hour-long video, so it's like you can buy out of it, right? No, but yeah, it's cool. It was like the best project I ever worked on, and you'll hear all about like my life and his life and everything else in the video, so yeah, enjoy. When I was like a junior in high school, we had this thing, I went to Danvers High, we had this thing for business class, we called DECA, which, do you know what that is?
I do not.
Yeah, okay, so it's like a business competition, right, that like it's run through schools, but it's like a big company. So like to compete in it, there's like a bunch of different topics, right? Like you could do a role player, you could write a paper, and it's all like business oriented stuff.
Yeah.
You compete within your category at like a local level, state level, and then like international level. Yeah. So I basically had to write a 30-page paper on like how to start a prospective company. So I had the idea to make like OHKAY as like a creative company overall, like an overhead, like a content company. Yep. Essentially I started it off, like I made a website and I just wrote this paper, and I was like, I had to have been like 16, 17 at the time. This is like a few years ago. So I ended up competing like with the 30-page paper on like a local level, which is at like Merrimack College. And then I won first place in that, then we went to states. And I ended up winning like first place at states. All the points you get on the paper count for half your score, and your presentation for half your score. I almost got a perfect score on everything, but the only place that I didn't get a perfect score on was expansion opportunities. There were 7 kids in my high school that year, or in my grade, that we got to go to nationals. So we were all like getting on a plane with like my business teacher and like my AP stats teacher, actually, he came with us. All right, I have 2 months to figure out like a way to expand the brand more. First, there was this really little store and it just opened like a few days earlier. And I look at it and I like nudge the kid I was sitting next to, this kid from out across, he missed to drive home. And I was like, yo, take a photo of that quick. He's like, what? I took a photo of the sign, I have the phone number on it. I call the number and I was like, yo, like, my name's Chris, like, I have a few questions on like how to make clothes. And he's like, oh dude, whatever, come on down. From there on, like I gave him $400 to make some shirts. He made the shirts for me, I sold them online. That $400 turned to $800. The 800 I put back in, like $1,600, and just compounded after that. And then like ever since that day, when I started like the clothing brand of like the aspect of OHKAY, that's been like my full-time job, like my full life, like everything ever since that day. Still to this day.
What percent do you think of your brand's success would you owe to marketing? Like sharing it and getting new people, would you owe
85%.
Yeah, I was gonna say
85.
Because with my channel is I market it to so many new audiences through thumbnails, through messaging people, through sharing it on different sites and stuff like that. That's so much of my brand is marketing. Yeah. Everyone thinks like they can just show up and like someone's gonna see their stuff
and like, oh, I love this kid and everything else.
It's not like that.
It really
you have to market out.
Yeah.
You can't just make a video and put it up and expect it to get 300 views. You can't just release a shirt and expect it to sell 1,000 shirts, like stuff like that. You need to market it out. You need to give your brand out to people so they see it.
Yeah, I read this tweet one time, and it was from this kid I used to work with. You could make the craziest shirt in the world. Like, you could make the coolest t-shirt in the world, right? If people don't see it, no one's gonna buy it.
No one's gonna know about it. No one's gonna know about it.
You can
make the coolest video. You can make the coolest editing.
Bro,
you can do everything, and no one will see it.
Bro, you could go to Dubai and jump out of a plane. And if you don't know how to get your product or your video in front of people, that's it.
No
you know, the ball doesn't start rolling. When people think brand, they think like bigger picture, but like the thing is like you're a brand. Like the fact that people are watching this video, not buying into you, but like spending their time investing into your
spending their time, exactly.
That's people giving into your personal brand. You have to build your personal brand
and supply them.
Right, and supply content and everything else. And that's the thing where it's like, if you have your personal brand, you could then turn that into like a clothing brand, or you could make like products and services, or you could make anything out of it. And that's what people don't understand is like, all you have to do is start something.
Yep.
And then once you have people following it, if you put time and effort into it, you can devote different aspects of your personal brand to making like a t-shirt or something. Brands are my favorite thing because it's like, you can literally throw a shirt on and represent 1,000 different pieces of content.
So that's tip number one, is marketing. Marketing is so important. Everyone, all the influencers that DM me and say, how do I grow? I say market
yourself. All right, if 10,000 people come to your page and 8,000 people direct to one area of your website, and no one really sees the other part about your website, it's like, you know that yes, this part's strong because you have a lot of people going to it, but you need to work on growing the rest of your website to be equally as strong so you're giving off a whole brand.
If a video does really well and you see that video does really well, now you have to put parts of that video into the other videos you make. So if you make a whatever, try not to laugh video and say it gets a ton of views, then you have a different video and say it gets views. So you gotta figure out how to mix them together.
Yeah.
And that's what you gotta figure out how to get people that watch that video to subscribe to you and then check out the other ones. Or even not even subscribe to you, just watch the other ones. You need to that's another thing, cross promote. That's huge.
Yeah, and you can cross promote with yourself, and you can cross promote with people. In LA, that's what everyone's doing every day. Someone's like, oh, let's do something together.
Let's post together. Let's post a story together. I'll post your story if you post a story with me.
Yeah, or it's like, oh, let's make a video together. And I have friends all the time. They don't really like each other. You know what I mean? Like they don't like each other, but one friend has 1 million followers and the other kid has 800,000. So it's like, if they can,
it's gonna be good for them.
Right, if they can mutually benefit off, and that's just how the internet goes. Like a lot of this is, you know, a lot of what you see in the big leagues is it's all business.
But at the same time, don't think they're not having fun with it. Don't think they don't love it, because it's sure it's a business for me, but I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
No, I mean, it's like with the brand and stuff. Yeah, it's like that's my baby, and that's, you know, because of starting the brand in high school, like when you do anything in high school that's outside the norm, like let's say you're not on the football team or you're not on the lacrosse team and you do something unique, right? Like you make videos or you start a brand or you want to run like a art Instagram page or whatever. There's gonna be those kids, those like those normies, those like normal, you know, those football kids and whatever else, those very stereotypical high school kids that are gonna think you're lame for it. People in high school just didn't really they didn't see what I had seen. Probably if I was in their shoes, I probably wouldn't understand what I'm doing either. So
because their mind is so that it's not as big as
you. Yeah, and so like a lot of people had a lot to say, and I just kind of like hushed it up. I was like, oh, you know what, whatever, like it's all cool. Like I'm gonna just be myself. Like it's no big deal. I got invited to like a bunch of fashion week shows. Afterwards, like we were all walking out. We like looked to the right and Kylie Jenner was walking out right next to me, and I just look up and all the photos start flashing. And I was like, oh shit, and then. Like a few days later, all the photos were online, and a bunch of kids from my, and then I flew to London 2 days later, so I was in London, and a bunch of kids from my high school, they're sending me photos of like me walking out of like what looks to be a party in New York with Kylie Jenner. Bro, what are you doing? Blah blah blah. Like, how'd you do that? And I'm like, no one even asked how my day was until the stupid photo popped up on your sport page.
Oh my god, it's the same way. Like people who used to diss me and people who do YouTube stuff. Now like, oh dude, what's up? Try to
like, we'll be in a video, bro. Let's do it.
Yo, let's make a vlog. And then a few days ago, I catch one of my good friends talking behind my back, and then he asked me to be in a video, Dude, no, I don't think
dude, not happening. Just support your friends. Be honest with them. Like, if you think that your friend's content sucks,
say it.
Be like, bro,
say it.
I think you should switch up.
I
think you should maybe try this aspect of your brand. Or like, I think you should make a shirt in this way. Or I think, I didn't like that hoodie. Or like that YouTube video, that wasn't it, chief. You know what I mean? You just gotta be up with them. And just like tell them so that like, because when a friend tells you something, like that means way more than a random kid comment.
It's way more meaningful. Like I want my friends, if my video's not good, tell me. But at the same time, like if I make a carpool karaoke video and my friends love it, they tell me about it.
Right, and that's cool. That's like, that hits home, yeah.
Because a lot of my friends are the same age as my fans, so they want to see the same stuff.
Right, and you can gauge.
Hypothetical question for you.
Right.
Say you logged on to your website and you lost it. It was all gone. Would you be able to restart? Would you be able to, with the love you have for it, would you be able to restart and build again? I'll answer before you. You would be able to? You would be able to?
Yeah.
I think I'd be able to, but I think it'd just be a struggle. I would be able to do it for the love I have for it, but at the same time, I look at it and I say, it's gonna take me a while to get back. Like, it's not gonna be like that. Yeah. All the hours I put in sitting in my bedroom, marketing my videos to new people, marketing my videos to new audiences, searching up new places on whatever to get my videos shared to, DMing someone from a different school being like, hey, check this out, share this with your friends so I can grow and shit like that. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to do that again. Is there anything you would go back and change for your brand that you've already established that you can't change, that anything you would go back and change?
Yeah, there's times like when I moved to college and stuff, like my freshman year, because that was a huge switch up for me, because I went from like, I had a whole office in my house where like all the brand was running out of, like everything was so smooth, and I moved to school, and it was like, all right, now I'm at college, I live in a dorm room with another kid, I don't have an office, I'm in a brand new city, I moved to Chicago, I didn't know a single person, and I was like, all right, now I need to find like a screen printer, I need to find someone to make my pieces, I need to find,
I just need to start over.
And it worked out well, and it was a very fun journey, and like that was one of my favorite parts of the brand, was like, bro, I literally, like, I took what I learned in like the small town and I had to bring it to the big city. There'd be 3 types of days. There'd be like a backpack day, where it was like I only had 1 or 2 things that I could fit the packages in my backpack and like go to class, then the post office, then go back. There'd be suitcase days. I'd walk right to the post office, I'd walk in, I'd unzip the thing, I'd be throwing them up in the air, I'm like hucking them up, like the woman behind the desk is catching them, like scanning them off, sending them off. But like one thing I would change is like, there's times where I'd fall behind, like, you know, I was like a little falling behind on content because I had to focus so much time on school and then my social life, and like being in the city and networking and stuff. So like, you know what I mean, it was hard to balance everything.
Some weeks I'll be able to make 5 videos in a week, and then other weeks I'll be able to make 2 videos. And it's like, how do I get back to when I was making 5 videos? How do I find the content? How do I make the content? How do I make
and that's the thing, is like when you're working for yourself in a sense, like when you have a brand or a business, whatever you're doing, it's like you make your own schedule, and sometimes it's hard.
You need to love it. You can't fake love about it.
No, you can't.
You need to.
If you fake love it, yeah, you can make a little bit of money, but it's not going to be forever. I always think like expansion opportunities. I always think about that phrase, and I think about it at the head of that, like that page that I had to write. And it was like, if I want to make money, you have to offer a product. You know what I mean? Like you can have a awesome website. 100,000 people can come to it, but guess what?
Slogan. You can have a 6 slogan.
Yeah, but like if you don't sell a product, you don't get anything out of it. So what I did was like, initially I was like, all right, I need stickers. So I just like, everything was trial and error. I looked online, I found like a manufacturer house to make stickers for me. And then I have one here, which is like this sticker right here, right? It's like on the back of my computer. And make 5,000 of those for me for $150. I got 5,000 of them, and I had no clue what to do with them, right? I was like, all right, so I just like, I put them in all the orders, I gave them to a bunch of my friends, and I was never selling them. Because I was like, all right, if I get 5,000 of these out there, the brand's gonna grow so much. You know, 5,000 people have it on their laptop, or like put it on their car, whatever they wanna do with it, like put it on their notebook, or whatever, wherever it goes, all the other people that see it, they're gonna know about the brand. And then what I did was like, I wrote this book, 20 plus things that owning a brand for 2 years has taught, right? It was like this 45-page book that I turned into a 60-page book and just put it out. Actually, you should put the link in the bio. And it's basically like a book talking about all this stuff. Instantly, like first day, 100 copies sold. And I was like, you know, that's huge, because for me, I was really stressed about it. I'm like, oh my god, like it's a cool project. I love doing it. I just don't know the response.
Never say you're gonna like it. Don't focus on one avenue to get to where you gotta go. You gotta focus on multiple things. Like he has the clothing brand, he has the book now. I have my Instagram, I have my YouTube, I have my Snapchat. I have different content on each thing. You don't want to just stick to one thing, because if that one thing fails, you're gonna be off of it.
It was a battle of like who can really quickly get a huge Instagram following off of the 2-week time between Vine telling they're gonna die and Vine dying, and then all these kids that just faded away as Viners.
And that's like, now you see the giant Viners that made it, like King Batch, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, these guys that made it off of Vine, and now they're some of the most followed people on Instagram.
Bro, King Batch is in like every Netflix original.
Yeah,
movie.
he made it off of
Logan and Jake Paul are some of the richest kids out right now.
And like people hate on them for whatever reason. I'm not gonna
hate on them all you want to. You can't.
They are making money and they're making business and they're killing it right now. Like no matter how much you hate on them, they're still killing it either way. Like people make fun of Jake Paul. Like that's another thing is know your audience. He knows his audience is younger kids. He's not gonna conform.
Yeah, he's not making stuff for 25-year-olds.
He knows. That's why when he gets dissed, he's like, all right, what? I'm not making.
What? Yeah, he's like, that's not my job.
He's not his audience.
Yes.
My audience.
If you work, it's the same thing as like for employment. If you work at a summer camp, guess what? Your job is to supply happiness and like safety to young kids. If you work at an investment firm, guess what? You're gonna be working with a bunch of 25, 30-year-olds all day. It's the same for YouTube and brands and everything else. If your audience is young, you're making stuff for young people.
If it's like if I made a Fortnite video, like I know for a fact that you guys don't like Fortnite, the people that usually watch my videos. I know for a fact, because I made one and it didn't do well.
Right.
So why would I keep forcing that on you?
Right, why would you make more Fortnite videos? Yeah.
Exactly, you gotta know your brand. You can't just, even if it's popular, like Fortnite's so popular, so make Fortnite. No, you make one, you make two. Don't die on us again.
No, we're good. We're good.
Are we good?
Yep.
We had to switch to iPhone because we filmed.
Yeah, okay, so
we filmed. It's been about 50 minutes.
Yeah, we filmed a lot.
We've really gone into it.
So now we're on the iPhone, but it probably won't look different. All right, so we talked about like starting a brand, like
marketing,
doing it yourself, working for yourself, offering products.
We touched on a lot.
We talked about expansion. Yeah. We talked about some good story time.
Haters.
How
to overcome it. People that come back to you.
Yup.
Kylie Jenner photos.
Always
want to touch on that.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, but all these people are just real people. Everyone in real life is just a real person.
They're real people with a camera.
Bro, my best friend, Roy Purdy, bro, he has 3.5 million followers, right? Everyone's like, oh, like what's Roy like in real life? And I'm like, the exact same as he looks online, dude. Yeah. Wait, you know what I mean? We're all just people.
And when the internet's gone and when the followers are gone,
bro,
like,
when you put your phone down, who are you? Like, what are you like?
Can you communicate? Can you talk? Can you have conversations like this?
Bro, what are you like when you log out of the app?
Chris, I learned a lot about you on and off the video today.
Yep, asked you, bro. We had a good time. Went to the coffee shop that did not have a walk-in, so I could not go get coffee.
We're not gonna, if we do this again, which we probably will, we're not gonna go to that.
No. Yeah, I hope you learned a lot. I mean, honestly, just start a brand. If you want to, you can just Google OHKAY, OHKAY.
Yeah,
OHKAY Worldwide, it pops up.
All that stuff. All my stuff's in the description, as always. All his stuff's in the description. Go check it out.
Bro, if you're in high school, you just do something. Do something unique.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, don't. But I'm saying, like, you should show importance on, like, you know, starting something for yourself. Because at the end of the day, when all hell breaks loose and you, like, go off to college or whatever, like, you're gonna want a platform. You're gonna want to have a place where you can sell product and make money so you're not working at, like, an ice cream shop every summer.
Or Dunkin' Donuts without a walk-in. You don't work there either.
Yeah, you don't want to work there because then
want to work there.
No one really cares how your day is because they're just driving by.
They were so mean. Chris was trying to have a nice conversation. You just wouldn't talk to her.
Yeah. So that's that. Enjoy. I hope you have a good day.
That was so dope. That's so dope.
901 Shelby Drive. Look alive. Came up on this side. Now they on